Hi, this is Leanne Greff with a video featuring a fun fold card using the Branching Out bundle. This has been very popular this season with the pretty dies, the gorgeous stamp set. It has a lot of great greetings. Sorry, I'm going to try and get rid of that glare, at least some of it, so you can read some. And the dies coordinate, but they don't match any of the images in the stamp set. So you can easily get one or the other, but it is 10% off if you choose both. So let's get started. I'm going to show you a few ways to use the stamps with this set. So we're going to start out by sponging a little bit. Oh, I should show you the card, huh? Okay, here we go. There's the card. So a few differences in the card. Notice the branch and how one is hanging and one is growing, which maybe isn't quite correct. I meant to have them both hanging, so I put this one on upside down when I was making the card. So here is the inside. So this one is obviously growing up because we had to have room for our greetings. So it's a fun fold. This is a normal card folded back, and then this is a little extra kind of a mini card base. So that is how this card works. So we have pecan pie, shaded spruce, early espresso, crumb cake, and very vanilla. Okay, so we're going to start out by doing a little bit of soft sponging with this. Start over here and start off the paper and slowly work your way on. And you can do it as heavy. If you see how dark this one is, I kind of prefer the light where you notice it, but you don't really notice it. So I'm doing opposite corners, something I saw online and I thought that was kind of cool. I'm doing it over here on my flower because this is where I tend to make a little bit of a mess, so most of my grid paper stays clean for the next time. Okay, that's all we're going to do with that color for the moment. Now we're going to start with our branch. So here, I'm going to use this one. This is a long one. I have not used that one yet. I guess I've mostly used these dies. And it fits on the smaller dies really nicely. So that's what I've been doing. This is early espresso, and I'm actually gonna stamp from the top, kind of like it's hanging. And then on this one, even though I could do it the same way, I'm gonna go kind of sideways. Okay, that is it for that one. While I have this ink out, I think I'll stamp my greeting, and I'm going to go with this one right here to a very special someone. I can't stamp upside down very readily. How about you? Okay, there's that. And then on the inside, I really like this because it does not have to be a birthday. It can just say, wishing you a day with many happy moments, which can be any day. Okay. There is most of all of our early espresso inking. Okay, now we're going to fill this in. All right, we are going to go with the pine branches. Okay, and there is one in here. There are two that are triples, and I used this one on the bottom. It fits pretty well. I don't know if this one fits up here. I haven't tried it, but this is the one I'm using. Okay, so you kind of have to twist it a little bit to get it to fit well on that triple at the bottom of the base of this branch, but it works really nicely if you maneuver it a little bit. Okay, that's it for that one. Now we're going to use the single right here and fill in the rest. This is what I found works the best. And I tend to twist my paper so I don't have to move my stamp around in my hand. And I'm trying to go over, kind of missed on this one, but I'm trying to go on top of these three. See how these are kind of squarish, abrupt end? These little short ones are for pine cones. Like I said, I haven't done this one. I think I've seen a lot of people put berries on these, which looks really cool. So, but I haven't played to see how these fit. I assume they fit pretty well, but I haven't played with it. So maybe that's in the future. Okay, so that's it for green. Now we will get into our pine cones. And there's actually two, and they're, from what I can see, they are the same. I have not seen or noticed a difference in them. Okay, I'm going to turn these back around this way, I believe. See, and then you aim for the, and there are two right here, and I'll try doing both and see how that works. I guess it's okay. It's not my favorite, but I aim so the pine cone is actually attached to the stem so it's not floating. Okay, and I could do another one right here. You can do as many as you like. So you'd rather have them over the little branch. I'm going to do just one here, then floating. That's my opinion anyway. Okay, all right. So that should be it for pine cones. Now we have something fun. We're going to do some snow. Okay, we're going to use white crafting. That is the only white we have. This is a very old ink pad, the old style. And you can see that some of my shaded spruce got into my ink pad, but all I do is take a tissue and wipe that and tap that out. Change the position of the tissue to a clean spot, and then I could refill it with some white, and it doesn't hurt anything. All right, so I'm going to use this one right here for snow, and it does not matter, but you don't want to push in because this is very foamy, like most of our ink pads are. But you don't need to push in, but you do need to maybe change the position of your stamp so you get some snow on there. So it's very faint. We're not going to heat emboss this. If we wanted bright snow, you would want to heat emboss it with maybe white powder. But I don't want that, so we're going to leave that alone. And now I'm going to take, actually I'm going to clean that single green pine needle image, and I'm going to just kind of grab the tip of this and get the tips of my needles to be white. And it shows pretty strongly right now, but it fades nicely, and you still see that, oh, there's some snow on those branches. It's a very cool technique. Now this will not match up. I am not attempting to do that. Now you could do it on this too, but I did not. I left this one alone since it's vanilla. It wouldn't show up as much, but it would show. Some people did it, and they said it showed up nicely. So I believe that's it for our stamping. So now to put the card together. This card base is 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. So you're going to fold this back, and I'm going to reinforce the fold lines, and the same with my shaded spruce. Now I don't remember, I think it's 7 this way and maybe 4 3/4 this way. I can't quite remember. Yeah, I think it's 4 3/4. So, but the project sheet will be posted on my blog after the video. So, all right, I'm going to open this up, add some adhesive. Any adhesive will do. I just prefer to use liquid. It's just my preference. Now we have to make sure that this the fold line is on this side. And I put it about 1/4 of an inch from the edge here. And do that, and then we will, and like I've told on my live videos, I do prefer to add my adhesive on the cardstock and then leave this free of glue, and then I can touch and maneuver without getting my fingers gluey. You just kind of go close to the edge. It does not have to be exactly to the edge. This is the Country Woods designer paper. So pretty. Okay, so here are two of those beautiful die cuts that layer so wonderfully. Let me just see. Yeah, I think I can do this. Every now and then I don't quite get it right, but most times. You know, I can always use a glue eraser or something to remove it. Okay, I'm going to do the inside. Such a beautiful card. These colors are just so rich together. Shaded Spruce is one of my favorite greens. It's just very rich and almost a little Christmassy. Okay, we're going to add some dimensionals. And I'm going to use my corners. Use all these edges up. And I tend to just rip. It does not matter. Nobody's looking inside. Well, if they are, they can have fun seeing what I did. But I don't really care. There we go. Okay. And I want this to be hanging down like that one and not growing up, which is a little abnormal for pine trees. Okay, and then this, got a little sponge dauber, and there's not much ink on there. So I'm going to get maybe a little, at first, sorry, so I'm distracted. First I want to trim this. A lot of times I just use scraps. I believe this is like 1/2 inch. I'm going to just trim this evenly and then add a little bit of sponging to this. And if you want a fine sponging, you want to use your sponge dauber. Mine is really old and probably needs a little bit of needs replacing. I use them until they die. I guess. I don't know why. Sometimes I'm just too lazy to replace things, I think. Okay, now is when I can really enjoy using these skinny edges. Mini dimensionals would work just as well, but they happen to be right here. So we'll put it right between all these up here. So pretty. And then I have, let's see, these are faux bronze. No, that is not a pentagon. I don't know where this came from, but that's weird. I have the wrong thing. I don't remember what these gems are called. They will be in the project sheet. Isn't that funny? They are not pentagons. I don't know where that came from. I wonder if that's what's Stampin' Up, because I don't think I took this off. I wonder if that's a boo-boo somehow. Bronze pentagons. No, that's not true. Take Your Pick tool is an awesome way to put your gems on, because it sticks to this neat putty. Now some people use this end. I don't recommend this as much, because every now and then they're poking and they're not holding and the gem goes flying across the room. Where here you can pick these up as easy as you want, except that mine just flipped. There you go. So Take Your Pick tool. And besides the putty end, this end has both a spatula for lifting and a poker. So either end is fine. There is a cover for this end too, but it tends to get lost in my tool caddy. So anyway, there are the cards for today's video using the Branching Out bundle, which is just gorgeous. Love, love, love it. So if you want to shop, there's my site for shopping, shopwithleanne.com. My blog is here. Well, actually, this is my kit tutorial and glue stand website, and here is my blog. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, the project sheet will be on my blog later this, well, probably when this video is added. So stay tuned for that. All right, thank you so much. Take care.